Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the season 3 finale of The White Lotus. And let me tell you, this episode has sparked some major conversations, from controversial plot twists to unforgettable performances. And some behind the scenes details. There's a lot to talk about. So let's break it all down. Let's start with one of the most talked about moments of the finale, the twist surrounding Rick, played by Walton Goggins. In a shocking and unexpected turn of events, Rick ends up killing Jim, his father, in a dramatic and violent sequence. This left many fans scratching their heads, with some questioning the logic behind Rick's decision to return to the resort. Instead of fleeing the country, the storyline felt completely out of place to some viewers, who described it as preposterous and dumb as hell. The reactions were filled with frustration, as fans felt this move was too forced and disconnected from what had been established earlier in the season. It's clear that the plot twist left many questioning the direction the show is taking, especially with how it unfolded in the finale. On a much more positive note, let's talk about Carrie Coon, who plays Lori. Her performance in the finale absolutely stood out and left a huge impact on viewers. In one of the most intense scenes, Lori is seen sprinting to safety during a shootout, and it's honestly one of the most memorable moments of the entire season. Carrie brought a level of intensity and authenticity to the role that had everyone talking. Her natural athleticism and her New York roots made the scene feel even more real. Fans were blown away by how she pulled off such a high stakes, physically demanding scene while keeping her character grounded and believable. It was one of those moments that you couldn't look away from, and it's no wonder people are still raving about her performance. Moving on to something a bit lighter, let's talk about Aimee Lou Wood, who plays Chelsea at the finale's watch party. She made a bold fashion statement in a sleeveless, braless chainmail mini dress from Rabanne. But it wasn't just a dress, it was the hilarious and clever remark she made, calling the outfit bulletproof, a nod to her character's tragic end in the finale. Fans couldn't get enough of this bold fashion choice, and it became one of the most memorable moments from the event. Aimee's playful energy and unique sense of humor made her a standout at the party, and people have been sharing their admiration for her look ever since. Now, let's dive into some behind the scenes drama. Creator Mike White recently revealed that a significant scene featuring Piper Ratliff and Zion was cut from the finale. This sex scene, which was supposed to showcase Piper's character, was removed due to time constraints and the fact that it didn't align with the darker tone of the rest of the episode. Fans have been speculating about how this cut impacted the overall storyline, especially Piper's development. Some viewers feel that without this scene, her character was left feeling incomplete, which has sparked a lot of discussion online. While the removal of the scene was understandable from a production standpoint, it left many fans wondering what could have been. The plot twist in the finale didn't stop at Rick's shocking decision. The entire season has been building up to these chaotic moments, with viewers watching as characters became more entangled in their personal dramas. But the way everything converged in the finale felt rushed to some. For example, the build-up of certain characters like Piper seemed to fizzle out too quickly, leaving fans unsatisfied with their arcs. The tension between characters had been so compelling, and yet in the finale, it felt as though some threads were left dangling without resolution. Some fans argue that this undercut the emotional stakes of the finale, making some of the deaths and betrayals seem a little less impactful. The fast-paced, high-stakes action might have been meant to create a shocking conclusion, but for many, it left too much unsaid and unresolved. While some fans struggled with the pacing, others were captivated by the atmosphere that The White Lotus has perfected over the years. The luxurious backdrop of the resort, the stunning cinematography, and the intense layered performances still had viewers hooked despite some of the narrative flaws. The show's ability to combine dark humor with moments of pure tension has always been a huge draw, and it's this tonal balance that continues to make the series such an intriguing watch. Whether you were upset by the finale's plot choices or not, it's undeniable that The White Lotus remains one of the most visually captivating and thought-provoking shows on television right now. Its ability to create an immersive world full of moral gray areas is one of the main reasons why it continues to draw such passionate discussions. And speaking of discussions, the show has sparked an outpouring of fan theories, with people analyzing every frame and every line of dialogue to figure out what the finale really means. For instance, there's been a lot of talk about the symbolism of certain moments in the finale, like the idea that Rick's chaotic actions represent the unraveling of the carefully constructed social dynamics at the resort. Could it be that the show is commenting on the fragility of human relationships, especially when wealth and privilege are involved? Some fans are convinced that the finale's messiness is intentional, meant to reflect the moral decay of the characters. Others, however, feel that the chaos was too extreme and undermined the show's more subtle commentary on class and power. Either way, the theories keep coming, and it seems like everyone has their own take on what the finale was trying to say. Another element of the finale that's received a lot of attention is the way the show handles its female characters. Laurie's role, in particular, has been discussed in depth, with many fans praising Carrie Coon for bringing nuance to a character who could have easily been reduced to a simple villain trope. Laurie's journey in the finale is about survival, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. And it's clear that the show made a conscious choice to give her more depth than expected. Even the seemingly minor characters, like Aimee Lou Wood's Chelsea, have become fan favorites because they break away from traditional portrayals of women in luxury-driven dramas. The subtlety with which these characters are written is one of the things that make The White Lotus so effective at drawing in viewers. It's not just the plot that keeps people hooked, but the complexity of its characters. Finally, one of the lasting effects of the White Lotus Season 3 finale is the way it will influence future seasons. Will the chaotic twists and turns of this finale continue in the next season? Or will the show take a different direction altogether, exploring new themes and character dynamics? It's safe to say that the White Lotus finale is still keeping fans talking long after the credits rolled. Whether you were caught off guard by the controversial twists, blown away by the performances, or wondering about the decisions made behind the scenes, there's no denying that this episode left its mark. What did you think about Rick's plot twist? Or Carrie Coon's incredible performance? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content. It's hard to say, but one thing's for sure, The White Lotus has never been afraid to push boundaries. Fans have come to expect the unexpected, and after this season, it's clear that the show will continue to subvert expectations. Whether you loved or hated the finale, it's a reminder that we're all in for another wild ride in the future. The question is, how will the characters, the setting, and the story evolve moving forward? In the end, the White Lotus Season 3 finale proves that the show is as much about the characters as it is about the world they inhabit. The finale left us questioning what is real and what's fabricated for the sake of drama, as well as what happens when privilege, power, and moral ambiguity collide. It may have had its missteps, but that's part of what makes the show so compelling, the way it forces us to grapple with discomfort, chaos, and complexity. Fans may continue to debate whether the finale succeeded or faltered, but one thing is clear: The White Lotus continues to be one of the most bold and unpredictable shows on television. No matter what direction the next season takes, it's safe to say the conversation around this show won't be dying down anytime soon.